Good evening, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 30th, 2022, Sunday afternoon, PST time. I'm just recording this video before a future market open, and probably you will see that in the evening, or if you're in the East Coast, definitely you will see that in the evening as well. So, in this video, I just want to talk about Dow Jones. Rarely post any analysis for the Dow Jones just because it is not my favorite index. But in this market, in this situation, I think it's kind of worth it to take a look at Dow Jones Industrial just because Dow Jones this October 2022, that's the biggest statement. Dow Jones had a phenomenal move to the upside, which is the best performance ever in the history of Dow Jones. So if you look at the monthly chart since 1900, yeah, go back 120 years ago, and since 1900, you wouldn't see this marvelous move to the upside in Dow Jones Industrial. Um, in the monthly chart. So without any doubt, this is the best performance in Dow Jones Industrial or Dow Jones or US 30 in October 2022. So we should take a look at it, what happened to that. So basically, when market is going down, especially NASDAQ is the leader of the downside just because interest rate is going to hit the technology stocks, and now Nasdaq basically is the leader of the technology index. Dow Jones is showing us a very good performance here in 2022 compared to the other stock indexes. Why? Because first of all, Dow Jones is a price cap index. It is not a market weight index. It is a price weight index. And based on the price weight index, for those ones, for 30 companies that are having the biggest price or the largest price in Dow Jones, they're going to just make more influence or make more impact in the Dow Jones index. And second reason for this performance here in 2022 is Dow Jones stocks, or those stocks who are just making the Dow Jones Industrial, are basically in financial and energy sector. And this is very important just because these days energy is very important. Energy has the best performance among the other sectors in S&P 500 and in Dow Jones. So that's why Dow Jones has a better performance among the other ones. And also Apple. Apple is one of the Dow Jones stocks, and as you know, Apple is the best performer in technology. And if you look at Apple chart here, so here's the Apple. As you know, on Friday, Apple just took all the way up to here. Like it was a huge surge to the upside due to the earning announcement for the quarter, for the third quarter. And here is the chart for the Apple. And probably there is more upside. I believe that's going to be the last tranche here around around 166, and that could be it. But anyway, when price of Apple is surging up, I know it's going to impact in Nasdaq, but it's going to more impact in Dow Jones Industrial just because, as I said, this chart. Let's go back to the Dow Jones. This chart has 30 stocks, and Apple is one of the stocks that is in Dow Jones Industrial. So that's why we see this one. All right. So here's the monthly chart, but where Dow Jones is heading to for the months of November and even further for the year. So lots of people are saying Dow Jones is performing well. So probably we are getting back to the bull market, especially for the other indexes. If you just look at my S&P analysis for 2 days ago, so you will see market even in S&P had very good months for the October. I would say when Dow leads, market bleeds. It is not a good sign to see Dow Jones is the leader of the market. So we had this situation in December 2021 and even in January 2022. So you see Dow Jones is leading while Nasdaq and S&P were lagging. And that's why Nasdaq and S&P went down more than Dow Jones, just because when Dow Jones is leading means people are getting scared and cautious about the market. Why? Because they put more money into those stocks that they are paying more dividend. Means they are not into technology stocks, which they were leader since 2020, since 2010, which they are not into Russell 2000 small caps or mainstream businesses. Just because mainstream businesses are not doing good, small caps are not doing good, and they're in more debt than before, and probably they are into bankruptcy in the next 6 months or so. So that's why they are getting into more conservative stocks like Coca-Cola, like Pepsi, like Lockheed Martin, like energy stocks like Chevron, Exxon, and some I would say handful name in technology like Apple, as Warren Buffett is there as well. So that's why people are getting into United Health, for example, just because that company is in insurance. Well, part of the business model is insurance in healthcare. And that's why people are getting more cautious about the market and they are getting into more conservative stocks. So that's why Dow Jones is leading. So when we are seeing Dow Jones is leading, probably there are some more weaknesses in the other part as well. So don't fool yourself when you see Dow is leading, because when Dow leads, market bleeds. So take this statement from me and just write it down somewhere, and you will see that probably in next weeks or so. So here is the Dow Jones chart. SMA 20 on the monthly chart is 33,600. So 33,600 is there. And I believe that's going to be the last trench for the upside. And probably just 600 moves from here, which is 32,957, probably more 600. Maximum stretch for the Dow Jones, especially in the first days of the November. And remember, November 2nd, this Wednesday, is Fed meeting, and also November 6th or 7th, I can't remember that. This Friday is NFP for the month of October. So there are lots of volatility into market. I don't know if it's going up or down, but my analysis tell me that this first days of the month of November could be bullish. I don't know, but the rest is going to be ugly, especially when we are getting close to this level in monthly chart. So that's the first step. The second one is weekly chart. So if you go to weekly chart, we are getting close to the top of the bearish trend line here. And I just want to show you something beautiful. So here's the top of 2018, top of 2020. And if you just stretch this line, we'll see how nicely Dow Jones reacting to this. So this is the first reaction, consolidation, flip up, and then breakthrough, back test, and then rally all the way up. And the first reaction to this trend line, of course, it comes to this wide range bar, but this one is coming along with, so two shadows there, nice upside, and then rejecting back down again. Here is another time. So when even it breaks down, it goes back up again to test this. So you see how a price, or I should say index, is flirting around this trend line, and we are getting close to this trend line. And this is going to be dynamic trend line for now, so this dashed line. Also, if you look at this, there are two moving averages, two weekly moving averages are coming along here, and SMA 50 and SMA 100 is pretty close to 33,000 to 100 to 33,400. So again, the loss of resistance here. Here is the trend line. Even if you draw this one something like this, So probably we are just hitting there. So I just want to be more conservative. I just want to give more room to the index to going up. So either is fine to me, but this one is coming along with 33,335. So it gives me like from 33,000 to 300 to 33,000 to 600. That would be the last tranche for the Dow Jones. So I would say when you see Dow is reversing back down, that's going to be ugly in the other sectors. Just be careful on that. It's good to have Dow Jones in your radar, even if you're not trading Dow Jones ETF or Dow Jones future. It's good to have it in your radar, just because when this one is reversing down, this means because this is the leader. When this bull is killed or is dead, so it means there are lots of troubles in the other sectors as well. So just pay attention to this one. And even if you stochastic wise is your when you're saying um, we have 4 weeks in a row bullish, and this one is kind of like exhaustion move to the upside, I would say. And when this one is getting close to sell signal, and when this one is getting close to this area, the price I mean, and when a stochastic fast line is getting to the sell signal, that would be great opportunity for short the market. So probably this week would be bullish to later days of the week. We can see a big shadow, something. I don't know if it's going to be like this, but I'm expecting first 2-3 days bullish, and then it's getting weak later this week, and then we will see a big shadow probably on Friday, Thursday, Friday, when NFP is coming, and probably NFP is going to be a very, very good number. So people are getting cautious. Hey guys, probably Fed is going to change its tone, just because everyone is expecting December would be zero point 0.5, and then January would be 0.25 rate hike. And probably a Fed changes its tone. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm just estimating based on the price action. So just be careful on that. This is my analysis. It could be wrong. I don't know. But 33,300, 33,600, that would be spot for the weekly chart for me based on weekly and also monthly. Going to daily chart, here's the daily chart, and this is a trend line, and we are just breaking through. Some people are saying, hey, we are just breaking through above this, and probably we will have a more upside to go. Probably they're right. I'm not sure if we are taking out this pivot. So this pivot is very, very important, is very, very crucial. And this is located at 34,000. I'm not looking at the 34,000 to be taken out. I'm just thinking of 33,453 in daily chart. That would be the last trench. And probably market or Dow is going up first 2 days. And then when Fed is coming and say, hey, probably no, or they are not happy with the Fed on Wednesday, and probably it's gonna reversing down on Wednesday. But this one is a very, very marvelous move. It's something like this. Definitely. And you see the last candle of the day is on Friday. That would great. Just take out SMA 200 in daily chart, which lots of people are saying, hey, this is very, very bullish. But I would say no, it's not yet, just because a higher time frame is giving me a warning signal. Higher time frame is getting to the overbought condition, especially in weekly time frame, and that would be a sell signal for the Dow. Probably not this week, but definitely look at it at the second week of the November. And we will get back to this one probably next week. I will give you another analysis for the Dow, see how it goes. But daily chart is telling me we are at a very, very good resistance area. So along with the other time frames. So be careful, guys. Be careful. Don't fool yourself. This move is done. I would say probably 2-3 days, and then it will be interesting. We should catch up with it. All right, I think I've wrapped up everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will get back to the normal daily analysis during the week. Have a good evening. See you on the chart. Bye bye.